History remembers Bruce Lee as a blazing star that shined brilliantly but faded far too soon. He passed away at only 32, at the peak of his fame, leaving the world wondering what more he could have achieved. But imagine for a moment, what if Bruce Lee had lived? Bruce Lee was not only a martial artist but also a philosopher, actor, and cultural bridge between East and West. If he had survived beyond 1973, his influence on cinema and martial arts would have been even more profound. Hollywood, which was just beginning to embrace his charisma, might have centered an entire generation of action films around him. Instead of being remembered for only a handful of movies, Bruce could have built a filmography rivaling legends like Clint Eastwood or Sylvester Stallone, but with deeper philosophical themes woven into action. Jeet Kune Do, his martial art, would likely have become a mainstream global practice, taught not just in martial arts schools but in universities as part of sports science and self-defense studies. Bruce's vision of combat, efficiency, adaptability, and freedom from rigid tradition, might have reshaped how martial arts are taught today. He could have inspired an even wider wave of MMA, mixed martial arts, decades before it officially emerged. On a personal level, Bruce would have continued guiding his son Brandon Lee, perhaps preventing the tragic accident that took Brandon's life in 1993. Together, father and son could have built a cinematic dynasty, blending martial arts, philosophy, and powerful storytelling. Beyond martial arts, Bruce Lee's philosophy of self-knowledge, discipline, and breaking barriers could have influenced politics, education, and cross-cultural understanding. He had the charisma and global presence to become not just a movie star, but a world leader in thought, much like Gandhi or the Dalai Lama, but with the physical embodiment of action and strength. If Bruce Lee had lived, the world might have seen him grow into a wise elder of martial arts and philosophy, writing more books, guiding new generations of fighters, and reminding people everywhere to be water. His life was short, but his legacy endless, yet imagining his survival shows us just how much brighter the world could have been with Bruce Lee walking among us a little longer. If Bruce Lee had lived, Hollywood would never have been the same. At the time of his death, he had just completed Enter the Dragon, which went on to become a global phenomenon. Imagine if Bruce continued making films through the 1970s and 1980s, he could have been the face of international action cinema long before stars like Stallone, Schwarzenegger, or Jackie Chan rose to fame. With his charisma, intelligence, and unmatched skill, Bruce could have blended blockbuster action with deep philosophical storytelling, creating a new style of cinema that wasn't just about fights, but about the human spirit. The rise of martial arts worldwide. Bruce Lee's martial art, Jeet Kune